In August 2008, the HORNBACH DIY and home improvement store chain once again stood out from the crowd, not by hard selling its products, but instead by appealing to the imagination of all do-it-yourselfers. In doing so, it created a poetic promise that only a company of that size and with that product variety could possibly make good on. The connected print and poster campaign started soon after. 3 weeks later, HORNBACH made boundless imagination a reality with a promotional project right in the cultural center of Berlin. Visitors to the so-called House of Imagination were greeted by the classic HORNBACH slogan, "There is always a job to be done." The project involved turning an apartment building that had been abandoned for many years into a stage for balancing the line between utopia and reality. 12 international sound researchers, kitsch enthusiasts, interior designers and artists staged their own ideas in the standard living rooms provided. There were apartments that could only be smelled, and some that could only be heard. There were apartments showing that something special could be created with simple building materials, and fantasy rooms that were amazing and bizarre in equal measure. There were also drawn apartments and children's apartments. An art community even erected an East German prefabricated apartment within a pre-war period apartment building. More than 2,000 people attended the official multimedia opening, quickly testing the limits of the House of Imagination and its surroundings. The event was announced and documented with a billboard ad campaign, as well as an internet site that regularly provided progress updates. An in-house newspaper served as a catalogue. In order to hold the interest of the city's population, the 4th floor was developed into a temporary music club next to an avant-garde restaurant that was sublet to members of the media. Events featured readings, experimental music and punk. The ensuing word of mouth led to continually increasing visitor numbers. Around 18,000 people took part in the campaign. The various media, including international press, created notable promotional proceeds compared to what had been spent. 5 small television spots were filmed for HORNBACH on location in the House of Imagination, rounding off the Imagination Campaign 2008.